You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the man before you're out.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another custom diecast review. I feel like a lot of people are actually going to thoroughly enjoy this diecast, even though it's not really a very great race to win. Nonetheless, it is good old KFB's 2021 Pocono race to win. From the Authentics line, of course, this is a custom once again. They just had the normal paint scheme, did all the detail, all the interior stuff, and I did add a little bit different detail for the, the dashboard. There we go. I couldn't think of it for a minute, but the dashboard, I added a little bit of blue. I think it makes it pop a little bit more instead of just having red and silver, so I threw in a couple colors in there just to kind of see what that would do, so we will take a look at that here very soon. But nonetheless, this is a M&M's Minis paint scheme. Now, actually, the 2021 variant is exclusive. But there was two different ones. There was a 2020 and a 2021. Now, originally, I was just going to use the 2020, but at the time, the 2021 variant was in my store. So I'm like, you know what? I'll pick it up, make that into a custom, and that way it's a little bit more accurate, because, you know, I like my accuracy when it comes to my diecast, custom-wise anyway, or just in general, actually. So, yeah, that's what we got today. Just, you know, pretty plain and simple diecast here. And yes, this will be available on the Bottom Bag Diecast eBay page. I don't know when. It will be thrown in one of the race win waves, and I don't know which one it'll be, but it'll be in one of them nonetheless. I got a lot of race wins, so this could be in a 2 or 3, and I got a lot of Kyle Busch cars, so it could be maybe in, maybe different waves down the road. But nonetheless, I am very pleased with how this diecast came out. It is a very simple diecast. There is no damage. It was just a little bit of race wear, the window net down, a little bit of detail, and pretty much calling it a day there. There's no confetti, no nothing, which is quite unfortunate. I wish Pocono had confetti. I don't remember the last time, if any, Pocono had confetti, but I do wish they were a track that would just kind of throw a little bit of confetti, even if it's just a little bit. It would be nice to kind of see that as well, because personally, I would have liked my Bowman car, which, well, I mean, it could have had confetti on it if they even did confetti, which, I mean, they didn't, but I like my cars to have confetti on them. Being a Bowman fan and having the Pocono win and there being nothing to it other than maybe, actually no, there was no cut quarter panels whatsoever, so it was just a normal paint scheme with a little bit of race wear, and then that was it. So a little bit of confetti would have definitely spiced it up nonetheless. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this Pocono race win and kind of see what it did for the details. Again, it wasn't a lot of detail, but it did add some nonetheless. Here's the diecast out of the box, and just like you would get it in store, it would be with a sticker. So whenever you purchase this online, if you were to do it, nonetheless it comes with a sticker. So I got the M&M's Minis there, 18 Kyle Busch, and you got the little Minis bottle right there. Now, I don't know if I was the only person that does this, and honestly, no matter how old I get, I'll still probably do it. I still do it to this day. But sometimes, just out of randomness, right, I don't eat M&M's a lot. And if I do, it's normally the caramel ones or the peanut ones, not just the normal ones, right? Especially the minis. So sometimes, just for fun, I'll buy the minis bottle, and then I will, whenever I'm done with it, I will take the cap off, like completely, and then put it back on, squeeze the tube, and then the cap will fly off. That's like, I don't know why, but every time I get one, I do it all the time until I lose the cap or lose the bottle. And then that could last forever, that could last for a few minutes, but yeah, that's kind of my childish play when it comes to those specific bottles. And I don't know why. I've done it ever since I was a kid, and then it just never stopped. And I don't think I ever will. It's just like watching SpongeBob for me. No matter how old I will become, I'm not going to stop watching it unless they stop showing the old ones, because the new ones just suck. But, So, anyway, back to the diecast, not about SpongeBob, even though it's yellow nonetheless. And I've actually made a SpongeBob paint scheme, so, well, I didn't make it, but I made the custom of it, so I guess that was kind of similar. Anyway, I got the M&M's Minis right there, and, okay, I don't know if anybody else sees this, but if you look at the eyes in Minis, it almost reminds me of your Mii character on the Wii. So, I mean, I don't know, it was a weird thought, but it just kind of popped up into my head there. I got Kyle Busch on the banner. I did have to print this because it was a Authentics line. Not the best Kyle Busch banner, but I mean, it's there nonetheless. Again, for accuracy. You got the blue, red, and silver in there. Now, that blue piece used to be red. I used to have just red and silver, but I decided to switch it up a little bit just to see how it would go. Got a little bit of race wear up here on the roof. I feel like that turned out really well. Got the 18 there, a little bit of a speck in the center. I think that's from Lionel. I got Kyle Busch right there. I think there's a little bit of glue residue right on the Busch, is kind of why it's a little bit blurry than normal. Got M&M's Minis right there on the deck lid. Of course, on the back, you got this terrible decaling by Lionel. I don't know what in the world they was thinking here. But yeah, it doesn't look good nonetheless. You can see the XSE, the Toyota, and the Camry are on the splitter, or spoiler, actually on the spoiler, and there's a paint chip there too, and it's just not in place. So it looks like our friends at Lionel did a little bit of a mess up, and I had to deal with it. So there's that. Got M&M's Minis, which is a very miniature. I can't talk for whatever reason. A miniature logo there, because that is really tiny. I got the Toyota logo there. 18 Camry XSE. Of course, you got the taillights back there as well. M&M's Minis right here on the side. You got Ream, a little bit of race wear. You can see you got the raised up tires. Let's see, you got Rowdy up there on the name banner, of course. So you got Toyota, Joe Gibbs, Snickers, can't tell what that one is, Skittles, Pedigree. I wish we could get a Pedigree car, honestly, and whatever that one is down there. Interstate Batteries. You got Simon, Cessna, Mobile One, whatever the Cougar one is, Sherman-Williams, Lincoln Welders, Mac Tools, and whatever that little circle is there. Got a 18, which is very dirty. I don't think that is accurate to the car, but if you guys know me, I like kind of laying down my race wear a little bit heavier, just so it's a little bit better. Or at least a little bit better looking. It's more race used, and a lot of people like that, so I just kind of keep it that way. NASCAR race car, NASCAR Cup Series. Got the Goodyear right there. Another raced up tire. Got some race wear on the front end, a decent amount. Matter of fact, maybe a little too much, but I mean, it's there nonetheless. Got Camry 18, which is kind of buried by the race wear. K&N and Sunoco, which is super high up for whatever reason. Yeah, that's on both sides, so I guess that's just kind of the paint scheme design. Got, oh goodness, you got Goodyear, which is super falling off the front panel there. Interesting. So good job, Lionel. But yeah, we got the Goodyear tire there. Got the M&M's, of course, scattered all the way down, and I believe it's different on each side. So you got the M&M's here, or the M&M guy with the M&M bottle. Yeah, then over here we just have the bottle with it spilling out onto the car. So it is different on each side, paint scheme wise. So I always thought that was pretty cool. Got the 18 interstate batteries and all that good stuff there. Window net is down. You can see on the interior there is a detailed roll cage on both sides. And of course there is a steering wheel and a gear shifter in there that is also painted. And then of course you got a little bit of race wear, or not race wear, but a little bit of the fuel spillage right there on the back end as well. Of course topped off with a little bit of the raced up tires as well. So once again, we have to take a look at the underneath of the car for our detail here. So here is the undercarriage detail. It's always the same thing, but we're still going to go under, or not under, we're going to go over it just in case anybody's new and they don't really know how my customs work. So with my customs, I always do something that's not really legitimate to the actual car. This right here, this fuel tank is not red, okay? It's just not, but I like the color red on that fuel tank, and it seems like it fits even if it doesn't, and it's just a die-cast, a 1/64 scale of all means, so, I don't think it's a big deal, but I haven't had any complaints yet, so, I mean, I would just keep going with it. The exhaust, I used to do silver, and then I saw Kyle Larson flip at Talladega back in 2018, and underneath the car, it was actually black, and then after I saw that, I changed it to black to kind of make it a little bit more realistic. Same with the axles back here. Those are also black, and you got a little bit of the support beams there. The drive shaft and transmission, those are both silver. Got the little brace for the transmission. That is a black color there. And you got a little bit of a, I don't know what these are. I still don't know what those are. These are these little bracket type things around the front, and those are also painted black just because, I feel like it would match. Now, I see a lot of people who would add a slightly bit more detail, and it would be this little, almost like a Chinese symbol, or like a Japanese symbol if you really look at it closely, but this little line right here right in the middle, they will actually detail that for whatever reason, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's actually detail on it, which I would assume, but just me personally, I kind of leave it out because I feel like there's just a perfect balance of detail underneath the car, because I don't want to go overboard and I don't want to go underboard either. So me personally, I would like to have that perfect in between balance of just enough or like a lot of detail underneath, but not over not overkill, and then not underestimating. What am I trying to say? Not underwhelming either. So not overwhelming and not underwhelming. A pretty decent little mix of paint and detail underneath the car. But anyway, with that being said, that is all for this custom diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.